Okay, so this video walks through how we open an IDX account at TD-Ameritrade with trade execution at SMArtX. First, we're going to cover the high-level process, then we'll go through each form individually so you know exactly how to fill them out. Okay, so generally there are 5 steps to opening up an SMA account. The first of which being setting up your RIA for access to SMAs at your custodian. If you've used SMAs in the past or are using them now, you've already done this. If not, don't worry, we're going to cover that next. Step 2 is signing the appropriate agreements with the TAMP or sub-advisor. In this case, it's SMArtX. Step 3 is your custodian is going to need to communicate with that sub-advisor or TAMP. TD-Ameritrade does that via shared rep codes. Step 4 is the account application itself, and of course we'll walk through all of that. And step 5 is the fun part, which is allocating to the account once it drops on SMArtX. So these are the 5 steps specific to the account opening process at TD and SMArtX. I'll be going through each of these docs individually. We've also provided a timestamp so you can come back to this video later on and go directly to the document you need. Let's dive into step 1, the TD Managed Accounts Addendum. This form gives your RIA the ability to use SMAs in your practice. It's a very simple form. All you're going to need is your sundry account number, your rep code, and the name of your RIA. For the record, this managed account addendum will only need to be filled out one time between your RIA and custodian. In fact, the first 3 steps only need to be completed once. It's only steps 4 and 5 that you'll do each time you onboard a new client SMA. We're now looking at the Managed Accounts Addendum. This is a light form, so we'll breeze through it pretty quick. In the top right-hand corner, you're going to input your sundry account number and your advisor code. Case number you can leave blank. In the first sentence, you'll input the date and the name of your firm. Then you'll scroll down to the bottom of the page where you'll sign and print your name and title. Once this form is complete, you have 2 options to send it to TD-Ameritrade. The first is to mail it to the address indicated in the video here. However, the faster and preferred route is to email this form directly as an attachment to zmanagedaccounts@tdameritrade.com. Step 2 involves signing 2 SMArtX agreements. The first is the sub-advisory agreement, and the second is the licensed user and services agreement. Like the Managed Accounts Addendum, these only need to be completed once. This is the SMArtX Sub-Advisory Agreement. This agreement allows SMArtX to execute trades on behalf of your client accounts. Once you conduct a full review, date on page 8, and then sign and input your firm's address on page 9. The next agreement for SMArtX is the Licensed User and Services Agreement. This defines the service obligations by SMArtX and the user's rights to the platform. In the opening paragraph, you'll input the date, your firm name, the type of firm, and your firm's address. Once again, after reviewing, you will sign and date at the bottom. Once both of these agreements are complete, you can return them to benjacobson@idxadvisors.com. Step 3 is all about communication between TD, SMArtX, and your practice. This is accomplished with a shared rep code and a release of information form. To obtain the shared rep code, you call the Managed Account Service team at TD at the number on your screen. The shared rep code will be between your firm and SMArtX. There are 2 types of shared rep codes, asset-based and transaction-based. This is not referring to how you charge your clients, rather how TD charges you for custody service. 95% of advisors are transaction-based. If you've negotiated asset-based pricing fees with TD, then you'll select the asset-based pricing rep code. Once you've received your shared rep code, please email it to benjacobson@idxadvisors.com. This is the release of information form. It authorizes TD to include your shared rep code in the data feed to SMArtX. You'll need to send this form to TD prior to opening accounts, otherwise the data won't flow through to SMArtX. You'll simply put your shared rep code, sign, and date. Then email this form to the highlighted email above your signature. And please be sure to CC Ben Jacobson at idxadvisors.com. Step 4 is the account application itself. This will work for both qualified and non-qualified accounts. We'll go through this form in its entirety, but if you have any questions thereafter, we'd encourage you to reach out to TD-Ameritrade's Managed Accounts Service Team at 888-833-5544 and selecting option number 2. That number will also be at the end of this video. This is the account application itself. We'll start in the top right-hand corner where you'll input your shared rep code. Your firm name and the lead advisor on the account will go here above the number 1. Section 1 is your client's account information. You'll fill this out just like you do for any other account. Section 2 is only necessary if your account's going to have a co-owner, trustee, or custodian. Example of these would be a trust account or a UGMA. Section 3 is also for trust accounts or any other account where the entity will be the account owner. Section 4 is where you'll indicate what kind of taxable account, if in fact you are opening a taxable account. If you are opening a retirement account, that will be Section 5. You'll indicate the retirement account here. Section 6 is for Coverdell accounts, and Section 7 is for 403Bs. Section 8 is where you'll designate your beneficiaries if you are in fact opening retirement accounts. Section 9 you'll only need if the account is a beneficiary IRA. Both sections 10 and 11 are for trust accounts only. Section 12 is where you'll indicate if you need duplicate statements. Section 13 is where you'll select your manager on the account. In the first box, put the name of the account. John Smith Roth IRA will do just fine. To the right of that is where you'll input your shared rep code. The name of the manager firm is SMArtX, and you can leave manager investment style blank. This is where you'll indicate your pricing model. Generally, this will be the same as the type of shared rep code that you acquired. If asset-based pricing, contact TD Managed Accounts team for guidance on how to fill out this section. Section 14 is called Funding Account. These aren't necessary unless you are transferring assets from another custodian or brokerage firm to multiple TD-Ameritrade IMAs. In this form, we are filling out one TD-Ameritrade IMA, which stands for Investment Management Account. Section 15, you'll leave blank. Section 16, you'll decide your cash option. There will be a small portion allocated to cash for unsettled trades and fees. Indicate your cash swap vehicle here. Generally, hit the top box for qualified or retirement accounts and hit the bottom box for non-qualified or taxable accounts. Section 17 will be confirmation and statement preferences. For Section 18, you'll need to check all of these boxes that are highlighted to ensure that SMArtX can do their job properly. Section 19 is communication from issuers. We suggest you check the top box unless you'd rather handle issuer-related communications. Section 20 is your trusted contact people if you do need them. And for Section 21, the account owner will sign here. Section 22 you'll skip unless the account is for an entity which happens to be a sole proprietorship. Section 23 is also for entity accounts. If you are funding this account from another account at TD-Ameritrade, use Section 24 to indicate funding instructions. SMArtX will be the name of the money manager, and the account that the assets are coming from will be indicated here. Account registration you can leave blank, and here you can indicate how much of the account you would like to transfer over. This is where you'll sign if you are indeed transferring over in Section 24. And with that, you've completed the account application process. Once the account owner signs, you'll upload the application on Veo. Go to the Secure Message Center and use the Documents Only tab. Once your account is open and funded, you'll be able to allocate, which is the fifth and final step. We will provide you with SMArtX login credentials and set up a demo. During this demo, we'll show you how to allocate the account as well as how to rebalance and redeem. All performance data will be here, but it will also flow through to your normal performance reporting system. That concludes the account opening process. We hope you found this video helpful. Here is all the contact information that we gave you along the way. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at 800-403-4349. Hope you have a great day.